What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In this video, we are going to be looking at GARP Challenge Heavenly Demon number 1. So this is going to be a series of videos where we go through the Heavenly Demon number 1, and I'm trying to, make sure we can get at least a video up every single day. So that's my main goal for this particular series. I want to try and get a video up every single day of clearing all of these missions. So for those of you who don't know, there are requests at Chopperman, and if you actually have a look at them, there are specific missions that pertain to clearing these missions with certain color teams. So the first one is Strength, the next one is Dex, you got Quick, Sight, Int, and then you go Fighter, Slasher, Striker. You want to try and clear Heavenly Demon number 1 with one of every color team and one of every class team, and that gives you a lot of rewards. So that's our main goal for this particular video series. So we're going to be starting things off nice and simple with a full-on Strength team, which is going to be utilizing Douglas Bullets. We'll get a rainbow one right here. Do we have max damage reduction? We do. Perfect. Okay, so this particular Douglas Bullet team utilizes some pretty obscure characters. You can see that we've got Akainu and Fujitora dual unit. Now, the thing about dual units is that they can be put on whatever color team you want. Either the Strength or the Int version, specifically for Akainu and Fujitora. Hypothetically, for Luffy and Law, you can put them on the Dex team or the Quick team, and it will count for that mission. So that's really cool that they enable that. We've also got the Strength Kobe. He's a pretty interesting unit that can remove paralysis. He also is a damage nullification unit, which is pretty cool. We've got Stampede Usopp, which you guys will see how cool he is for this event. And then we've also got the Strusen rare recruit, who's also really nice. As for the support effects on this team, all of them are not really too needed. I'm not really too sure how needed this Shiki will be, Rage Shiki on the Strusen, but that's going to help us out a lot, giving us a little bit of damage for the final stage. And then we've also got Vivi for a guaranteed matching slot on the Bullet, but it really depends. We might need the matching slot, we might not, depending on what happens on stage 6, to my recollection. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and hopefully all goes well. Now, the really cool thing about this GARP challenge is that it's not as difficult as some of the other GARP challenges that have arrived on Global, but it is still semi-challenging. I think for people in the mid to early game, they will find these events challenging, and these GARP challenges are not aimed at, beginners. They're aimed for the players that have a lot of characters in their account. So don't be too disheartened if you can't beat it, because they are still relatively challenging. Especially if you have to fulfill the condition of having either like a full class team or a full color team. Might be a little bit annoying. So now, with this particular stage, you see all these mobs with all different colors. All you need to do is kill the enemies with the same colors as you have on your team. So we've got a full board of Strength units. We can go ahead and switch to Fujitora, and then we can go ahead and kill the Int and the Strength enemy, but we don't actually need the cooldown for the Fujitora, so let's just go ahead and kill the Strength guy, and that's all we really need to do. Now, by doing that, the Strength guy will actually go ahead and reduce all of the cooldowns of our Strength enemies, of the Strength characters on our crew. So that's the main component for stage 1 that you really have to note. And the rest of the characters just run away. So you just want to kill the right color characters. Stage 2, I actually don't remember this character's name. Is it like Queen or Clean? Something like that. But she despairs us for 7 turns. Let's go ahead and use, no, not Usopp. Let's use the Strusen special, which will go ahead and reduce that despair by 5 turns, I think it is. So he's really, really cool. He also gives us some beneficial orb enable, but not completely required. So you can see that, the crewmate effect of Akainu and Fujitora is really good here, because, he gives himself additional cooldown every time another special is launched from our characters. So it doesn't actually matter that he didn't get cooldown at the start of the fight. We've got the orb boost with their switch effect, and then essentially all we need to do is attack, and that's basically it. As long as we hit our perfects and end with bullets, we should be good. Should be golden. Yep, perfect. So she's down. Let's move on to stage number 3. So 3 is against Rebecca. This Rebecca is really annoying. So she puts up a huge defense buff. So it's 450,000. That is a pretty decent defense buff. And then she also paralyzes us for 3 turns. So this is where the Kobe is going to come in quite clutch, because he's able to use his special to not only remove the paralysis, but it also gives us damage nullification. So we take no damage from Dex or Quick enemies. And because obviously Rebecca is quick, we take no damage, and he also gives us a healing buff, which is really cool, so that's nice. So all we need to do is end with our bullets, making sure we hit our perfects and don't screw up, and then it's not going to kill, but it's going to do a lot. Yeah, that was a decent chunk of damage there. We didn't actually use the switch effect. That would have been nice if we used the switch effect of our Akainu and Fujitora. That would have given us a lot more additional damage, so that's a little unfortunate. And now that our bullets do not have any matching slots, that is actually a bit of a problem. So that is not going to do like any damage towards this Rebecca at all. So we're just going to take a turn here and stall, because even if we hit our perfects, it's not going to kill Rebecca no matter what. So unfortunately, we have to take a pretty decent chunk of hit there. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill this turn either. But we can use the Big Mama special to get a recovery slot and try and end on our bullet with the matching slot. And that'll give us a pretty good amount of damage still. Be nice if I could hit perfects. Okay, that wasn't too much, but now this turn we will 100% be able to kill, so that's fine. We get a matching slot there, which is good. We can use the switch ability, so Bullet's going to be hitting really hard. And now because there's no defense, we can just blaze through this, no problems. Yes, there we go. Okay, so stage 4. Stage 4 might seem intimidating when you look at it. There's a lot of enemies here. The really cool thing is, though, is because there's no immunity buff, you can just bring a delayer and delay them, which is cool. So we're going to be using Stampede Usopp, which is probably the best unit for this particular stage, because he delays them depending on how many enemies are on the field. And because there's 6 of them, you literally get 6 turns of delay, which is just so good. The only thing is, though, is that Elizabello at the back, no matter what, on turn 3, he will kill you. So you want to kill him no matter what. And then the other characters you can basically take your time on. So let's just go ahead and kill these characters, get all the recovery orbs along the way. And that's basically it. This is a great turn to go ahead and try and stall up, get all your specials back, and start focusing in on the forthcoming stages. Let's go ahead and keep switching so we get our orb boost every single turn. Those characters at the back have a 7-turn cooldown, so those are the characters we're predominantly going to be focusing on in terms of our stalling. And by doing this stall, we're able to get our specials back for the next stages, which is really good. Like, this is like the perfect opportunity here to stock up on getting your specials like ready to go, essentially. So make sure to take your time here. You don't have to bring a delayer. You can literally just blaze through the stage if you wanted to, but I think it's a smarter decision just to try and stall and get your specials back, and you know, whenever you need them specifically, is to try and stall. Now we can see we're using the Big Mama Chanter. That enables us to get like a recovery slot whenever we need it, and it also enables you to hit really hard. So if you hit 3 perfects, your characters get a 1.65 boost instead, which is like, it's freaking crazy for a ship to be able to do that. And because the ship is on such a low cooldown, we can basically continuously use it whenever we need it. We probably should have switched there to get a little bit more health cut. Let's switch over to Fujitora again for another health cut, and then we will kill this guy on the next turn. Okay. So the next stage is going to be against Bato. Bato can be a little bit tricky as well. The thing about Bato is that he despairs you. He despairs you for, I think it's 7 turns as well, pretty much like stage 2. And he has a barrier. His barrier is a 20-hit combo barrier. So we actually need to make sure that we can hit our perfects so that our last bullet that attacks is able to do like a pretty good amount of damage towards this guy. Let's make sure to switch as well so we get the orb boost. Very important to keep switching with him. And let's attack. And make sure the bullet ends last. And that's going to be the best way forward. Great turn there. And then all we need to do is do the exact same thing again. We could use the Big Mama ship if we want to get a recovery slot. Not totally required though. Let's just switch once again and just hit our perfects. And that's it. Yep. Now let's see what this stage is going to be in store here. Do we get a matching orb on the friend? We do. That's pretty cool. No, I think it's not going to be counted as a matching slot because of the beneficial orb enable, right? I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to count, right? So on this stage, let's go ahead and use the Kobe, and then we will... What should we do here? We could... Yeah, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch, and then I'm going to use the Akainu Fuji special. I think that's probably the safest way forward. Otherwise, those guys in the back are just going to stay alive. And then essentially, we just have like 3 turns to kill off this treble, and that's essentially it. So, yeah, let's just attack. There's nothing else we can really do here, so... Just attack and hope for the best, basically. Hope for the best. And let's take a little bit of time because we want to try and... I mean, then again, we don't even really need to stall because there's literally no reason to. Like, we want to make sure that Akainu and Fujitora are available in their single form so we can use their switch abilities. But that's basically it. It would have been nice to try and keep that Akainu and Fujitora for the final boss room, but I guess it's not totally required, but it would have been nice if we were able to do that. Okay, we get a little bit more damage taken here, and then we've got a decent amount of matching slots, so I actually want to try and keep as many as we possibly can here. So let's see how we go. Get that recovery slot. Okay, that's not too bad. So we'll at least get 3 guaranteed matching slots for the final boss room. Here we go. Now, the final boss room may seem a little intimidating once again. There are a lot of enemies here, and we will actually get a full board of matching slots. Okay, no, we're not. We're getting our orbs shuffled, which is kind of annoying. I actually didn't realize he shuffled orbs, but that's fine. So all of them have an attack boost, which is a little scary. But we will get a matching slot on our main friend. So what I will do here is I will use the bullet special, which is going to cut everyone's HP by 20%. And no matter what, like, these guys are all going to die. The characters that are right beside Doflamingo, the Cannoneers, they have, like, really high defense. So I'm not too sure if those guys are going to be going down. We can't delay them, unfortunately, but we still can use the Usopp special to cut their HP by 7%. We could actually technically use the secondary bullet special here, but it might be useful to keep it just in case. I don't know. Are we even gonna be, like, are we gonna survive? Yeah, I think I'll keep the bullet special for now. I'll keep the bullet special, and then we're gonna focus all of our attacks on Dofi. I think that's probably the best way. Or we could do a couple of attacks on this character. I don't know how much HP these characters have. I guess let's just attack. Let's just attack and then end on all our characters here. End with bullet. Oh yeah, that's GG. That is GG, my friends. That is GG. Okay, I was worrying over nothing. There was no need to be worried there. But there we go. That was the first clear. I was very, very worried because it was my first clear, making sure that I didn't get anything wrong, but that actually made it through pretty easily. Okay, so yeah, no problems whatsoever. Bullet is just very, very overpowered with that effect to be super effective against all types. And, you know, any type of situation when the enemy does not have normal attacks only and you can use bullet special, dude, it's over. It is over. So there we go. We get a free rainbow gem for clearing it. And because we cleared it with a strength team, we get these rewards as well, I believe. And there we go. So we get 1 rainbow gem per clear. So we're going to be ending up getting like 13 or 14 gems. And there's other rewards on top of that. So there we go. That is it. Fully completed with a strength team. So as I said, over the coming days, there will be more episodes like this, taking on the GARP challenge, Heavenly Demon #1, with all the different colored and class teams. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.